Hi everyone, it's Vivi and welcome to another video in the currency series where we go over the different types of currency in Infinity Nikki, from the free ones to the premium ones. Today we are going to talk about Bling, those gold four-pointed stars that you will often see lying around everywhere. When it comes to how to best utilize the Bling, the best thing to do is to first use most of that to unlock all the nodes in the Heart of Infinity. Not only will you need it to increase your abilities so that you can gather better insights, you can unlock different sketches within the Heart of Infinity, and you'll also be able to unlock part for the various miracle outfits. The next place where you should probably spend your Bling is upgrading your eurekas and glowing up your outfits. Now these are necessary in order to perfect styling challenges that you will go through to get the wishful Arosa. And then also for the Mirror Crown events, these are pretty much one of the only ways to get diamonds late game. Once you've maxed out getting diamonds through the quests and through the events, the Mirror Crown refreshes, I believe, twice a patch, so you'll be able to get diamonds that way. If you are a free-to-play player and you don't have a lot of diamonds to spend on the various banners, one of the best places that you can get outfits that will beat the various styling challenges as well as some of the Mirror Crown is the outfits that you will get from Kilo. Now, he will only give you sketches, and you will get these based on the number of dues of inspiration you give to him, and we'll cover that in a different video. But in order to create these sketches, you will need not only materials, but you will also need Bling. So make sure that you have some saved up so that you can get these outfits. And obviously, crafting any kind of outfit will cost you Bling as well, so anything that you find in the various chests, whim fragrances, anything that might be dropped from a boss will require materials as well as Bling in order to craft. That includes the miracle outfits too, the Silver Gale, Aria, the Wishful Arosa, and now the Sea of Stars. After that, the next place that you can spend your Bling is purchasing clothes at various shops. There are some random quests that you will get that will require you to purchase some items from various shops, mostly Marquis Junior's shop. Some of them will require you to buy shoes or shorts or something like that. And there's also a achievement where you will need to purchase clothes from, I believe, I forget what it was, 30 different shops, something like that. There's also another achievement that will require you to purchase general items from different shops as well. Once you've done all that and you have some Bling to spare, why not throw it at the surprise-o-matic? This will definitely eat all your Bling. Much like the gacha aspects, there is a percentage on which you will get certain clothes from the surprise-o-matic. The big difference here is that there is no pity pulls. That means no matter how many times you pull, you are not guaranteed that fluffy boots or jacket or whatever 5-star or 4-star items. So you can definitely spend plenty of money. Now that you know how you can spend Bling, where do you get it? Luckily, Bling is one of the easiest currencies to find, and there's a lot of sources where you can get them from, so let's run through them. The easiest way is by running around the world and just picking them up. There's just literally Bling lying around everywhere. Each Bling that you pick up will give you 100. And you can also purify S-lings while you're running around as well, and each S-ling will give you 100 Bling. If you really want to be efficient about your S-ling purification, make sure that you go for the greedy pouches because they will net you 3,000 Bling. There are a total of 48 different spawn locations for greedy pouches. Now, they're not guaranteed to spawn every day, but there are a handful that will always spawn There are about 4, I believe, in Flora-Wish and a handful in a few other places. If you go to hairpal.infoldgames.com/tools/map, it will show you the location of all the greedy pouch spawn locations in Mirrorland. So then that way you can go to these locations and see if they spawn. Now, whether that's worth it for you to travel around and look for all of them, that's up to you. There's a 50-50 chance, I believe, of the greedy pouches spawning at these locations. So you might get lucky and they might all spawn. I don't think that's ever happened, but I believe normally at least 10 to 15 spawn a day. Besides that, you can also replay minigames after you have completed them and or perfected them. You will receive a certain number of bling per completion and perfect. So how much you get depends on the difficulty of the minigame. Some of them might be more worth it than others for you. I believe there is a sheep herding game where you can pretty much just stand still and get a complete, which will net you maybe 150 bling after the 100 that requires you to play it. Now again, is that worth it? That's up to you whether you want to stand around and get that, but there are ways to passively earn income. Another easy way to get bling if you don't need any shiny bubbles is to go to the realm of escalation and you can trade in materials for blings. Now, it might not be the best use of the realm of escalation since you need to use energy to actually do the escalation part, but if you need money fast for whatever reason, it is an option. Besides that, you can also complete quests. So if you haven't completed all the quests, these will give you a pretty good boost in the bling department. That includes the quests for the main storyline as well as event quests. So make sure to complete as much as possible. And there's also bling that you might get through redemption codes. So make sure to look on Reddit for them or join the Discord server to make sure you don't miss those. Generally speaking, every time there's an update, you can watch a video when you launch Infinity Nikki that will give you, I believe, something like 10,000 bling if you watch it. So make sure you remember to watch those videos. There's the mirror journey tasks where you will earn bling per each level you complete during the mirror journey. There's also mirror crown, and if you successfully complete a challenge, you'll get around 15,000 per level. Of course, it'll probably balance out because you have to spend a ton of bling to glow up your outfits in order to beat up the later levels, but if you already have things glowed up and that matches the requirements, then you might end up netting yourself a good amount of bling. Probably the most popular way to earn bling is to go to dungeons. Now, on average, dungeons will get you around 8,000 bling for just a few minutes of effort. Some are better than others, so some of the best dungeons to grind are the Dream Warehouse, which will give you around 25,000 bling, and the Well of Fortune, which is around 21,000. The other dungeons don't get you as much, so it's not always in your best interest to grind these dailies. Make sure to choose wisely. I mean, you can do them all if you want, but if you want maximum efficiency, go for the ones that give you the biggest bang for your buck in the least amount of time. Now keep in mind there is a daily bling cap of 160,000 bling, and yes, that does include the bling that you pick up from the dungeons. Generally speaking, you probably won't hit it, even if you hit all the dungeons. There's specific routes that people have mapped out that will take you to all the good bling spots to go to reach that daily cap. Generally takes them around an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours, depends on how well you know the route. Things like the Realm of Escalation, Mirror Journey, Mirror Crown quests do not count towards a daily cap. It's just stuff that you collect from dungeons, mini games, off the ground, killing purifying S-lings, that kind of stuff. Now, you can probably unlock everything within a few months without having to hit the daily cap, but with every new event that's coming up and most likely a new region that will be hopefully opening up once we hit 2.0, there'll probably be a new Heart of Infinity that will require more bling. There is most likely going to be a new miracle outfit when the new area drops. I assume that will require bling, new, hopefully, sketches that will come around, all that good stuff. So make sure to save up because there's going to be a lot of places for you to spend your bling. And speaking of bling, there's an achievement in the courses section where you need to collect 1 billion bling. Now, when you actually look at the number, it says 10 million, but that's because each bling you collect is worth 100. Anyway, the only bling that counts towards this achievement is the bling you get from greedy pouches and from the overworld. That means the money you get from S-Lings, minigames, and dungeons do not count towards this achievement. So just a little something to keep in mind. All right, so there you have it. Everything you need to know about Bling in Infinity Nikki. Did I miss something? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this content, please like, share, subscribe. It really helps me out. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.